Hi, my name's Dr. Robert Davis and welcome to the latest in my strategy briefing series. August 2013 has brought with it the news that BlackBerry, that iconic brand, that manufacturer of the phone that everybody just had to have, is in trouble. Yes, BlackBerry has put itself up for sale. But if we pause for thought, BlackBerry is only the latest name on a long list of corporate names, organisations that were once stunningly successful and, in some cases, almost overnight hit trouble. The names of Polaroid, Kodak, HMV and Woolworths, all amongst others, spring to mind. But this raises for us a very, very serious question. And that question is, does success have a downside? Is there a poisoned chalice behind success that leaders of organisations need to be aware of? And the answer to that question, quite simply, is yes. There are at least 4 issues that leaders of successful organisations need to be aware of. The first of those issues, quite simply, is corporate exhaustion. Organisations that grow rapidly, particularly those that grow through a series of acquisitions, can face the onset of corporate exhaustion. And corporate exhaustion means problems with control, problems with coordination, and above all, stressed employees. And those 3 factors can produce a toxic cocktail. The second symptom that leaders need to watch out for is the emergence of extremes of behaviour. And when I'm talking about extremes of behaviour, I'm talking about attitudes to risk-taking. And typically we can see the emergence of 2 approaches, either total risk avoidance, discounting anything new and just sticking to old innovations, old products, or the alternative, which is throwing caution to the wind and accepting levels of risk that are harmful for the organisation. The third factor that we have to be aware of is strategic inertia, and that's a very, very common symptom that emerges in successful organisations, and that's very, very simply sticking to the strategies of the past that brought success in a past world. The problem is that those strategies might not work in a new emerging world. And the fourth factor that we have to consider is the emergence of an inward, almost administrative focus. The hard truth is that successful, rapidly growing organisations face a series of crises, and these crises quickly follow one another. Typically, leaders of successful organisations are faced with a crisis of control, the problem of just keeping up to date with what's happening at the business level in the organisation. But soon, hard on the heels of that crisis, follows a crisis of complexity. Both these crises tempt the top management team away from looking at the outside world for opportunities to spending 100% of their time firefighting and problem solving. So if those are 4 of the issues to watch out for, what can leaders and their teams do to try to prevent the onset of the perils of success? Well, in my latest briefing that you can download from my website, I detail 10 key steps that leadership teams should take to try to avoid the perils of success. Now, I'm going to have to call it a wrap, but I really hope that you've enjoyed this briefing, and if you'd like more information, please do contact me or visit my website. So, until the next briefing, thank you and goodbye.